When Cristiano Ronaldo placed a diamond ring upon the hand of his beloved, he was not simply offering her a piece of jewelry. My beloved, let me tell you something that touches the heart deeper than gold, brighter than the sparkle of diamonds, and greater than all the treasures of this world. A ring, no matter how precious, is not merely a jewel, it is a symbol. When a man of great stature, admired across the nations, places a diamond upon the hand of the one he loves, it is not simply wealth being displayed. No, it is his way of saying, you are more valuable than all I have achieved. You are the crown upon my victories, the treasure my heart longs for. Think for a moment. The world may see only the glitter, the headlines, the photographs, and the fame. But beyond the shine of the stone lies something deeper. The desire of a man to honor his beloved. For the applause of the crowd fades, trophies gather dust, and stadiums grow silent when the lights go out. But love, true love, is eternal. When a man of great success, known to the world for his unmatched discipline, strength, and determination, chooses to present a diamond ring to the woman he loves, it is never simply about the ring itself. To many who watch from the outside, the gesture may appear as just another glamorous act, another headline for the magazines, another moment of extravagance in a life already filled with luxury. But if you look deeper, if you go beyond the surface of the shining stone, you will see something far more profound, a statement of value. It is not the diamond that holds the true worth, but the message carried within it. By giving such a gift, he is declaring to her and to the world that she is of greater value than all the victories, all the records, and all the treasures he has ever gained. Think for a moment about what this man represents. His name is sung in stadiums. His face is recognized across continents. His talent admired by millions. He has gathered wealth, honors, and glory that most only dream of. Yet when he looks into the eyes of the one he loves, he realizes something that the world often forgets. Success means very little if you have no one to share it with. In that moment, when he places the ring in her hand, he is saying without words, everything I have earned, everything I have built, everything I am, it is all incomplete without you. The diamond ring becomes a symbol that no trophy could replace, no contract could equal, no applause could match. Why? Because a diamond is given not to the world, not to fans, not to business partners. It is given to one person, the person who has touched his heart. That is why its value is not measured in carats or price tags, but in the weight of meaning it carries. It is not a transaction. It is not a show. It is a man laying down his pride, his victories, his very image before the one he loves and saying, "You matter more." The world often sees diamonds only as jewels, something to wear, something to flaunt, something to shine under the light. But here, the diamond is transformed into a voice. It speaks of devotion, of honor, of esteem. It says, among the countless faces that cheer for me, yours is the one that truly matters. Among the noise of the crowd, your voice is the one I long to hear. Among all the riches I hold, you are the treasure I cannot live without. That is the essence of value. This act teaches us something about life itself. People may chase recognition, chase money, chase power, but in the end, what we long for most is to be valued, not for what we can give, not for what we achieve, but for who we are. When he placed that ring upon her hand, it was not her beauty he was rewarding, not her presence he was compensating. No, it was her worth he was recognizing, worth that cannot be measured, worth that cannot be compared, worth that stands above the glitter of wealth. And that is why such a gift stirs the hearts of those who see it. Because deep inside, every soul longs for that same recognition. We long to know that we are valued beyond our talents, beyond our efforts, beyond our success. The ring in its shining brilliance reflects that desire. It reminds us that true value lies not in what we hold, but in what we give. For the diamond itself is one of the hardest, most enduring substances on earth. It is rare, precious, and lasting. But even the diamond, as costly and eternal as it seems, is still only a stone. Its true meaning comes alive only when placed in the hand of love. That is when it ceases to be a jewel and becomes a symbol. That is when it stops being a piece of luxury and turns into a testimony of the heart. So when he gives such a gift, he is not merely presenting her with a ring to wear. He is making a statement that transcends time, wealth, and fame. He is telling her that she is his greatest treasure, that she is more valuable than the cheers of the crowd, more precious than the medals on his wall, and more enduring than the fleeting glory of success. And that, my friend, is the power of value expressed in love. The diamond is only the vessel. The true gift is the heart that says, "You are my priceless one. Fame is loud. It shouts, it sparkles, it dazzles the eyes of those who watch from afar. It fills stadiums, floods the screens, and writes names into history books. Yet fame, with all its brilliance, is fleeting. The applause that rises today will fade tomorrow. The trophies that shine now will gather dust in a forgotten cabinet. The headlines that praise a man's greatness will be replaced by new names, new stories, new victories. All of this, no matter how impressive, belongs to the moment. It is temporary, fragile, and easily lost. But love, true love, is eternal. And that is why a diamond ring given in love means more than any trophy lifted under flashing lights. When the world looks at a man like Cristiano Ronaldo, they see strength, discipline, and greatness. They see years of sacrifice, endless training, and victories earned on the world's stage. They see a man who has reached heights most only dream of. But what is all of this if, when the lights go out and the crowds disperse, the heart remains empty? What joy is there in success if it cannot be shared with someone who truly sees you? Not the superstar, not the legend, but the man. That is why, in the quiet act of giving a diamond ring to the woman he loves, we see something far more powerful than fame. It is a reminder that behind the applause, behind the glamour, behind the wealth, there beats a human heart longing for something money cannot buy. The ring is not given to the fans, not to the crowd, not to the newspapers. It is given to one person. And in that moment, it declares that love outweighs fame, that devotion is stronger than recognition, and that intimacy is more valuable than applause. Fame can be cruel. It can deceive you into thinking you are loved, when in truth you are admired only for what you can give, for the entertainment you provide, for the victories you deliver. But when a man offers his heart in love, he finds a place where masks can fall, where titles do not matter, where he is not required to perform, to be accepted. In that place, there is no need for trophies or medals, for the heart has found its home. And so, the diamond ring becomes more than just a jewel. It becomes a statement against the emptiness of fame. It says, I do not live for the applause of strangers, but for the love we share. I do not place my worth in the cheers of the crowd, but in the promise I make to you. I do not want to be remembered only as a champion in the eyes of the world, but as someone who chose to love faithfully in the eyes of the one who matters most. The world may never understand this, because the world is quick to measure success by wealth, by power, by glory. But the heart knows better. The heart knows that even the richest man is poor without love, and even the most famous man is forgotten if he is never truly known by someone. That is why this simple act carries so much weight. It is not the size of the diamond that makes it meaningful, but the fact that it represents a love stronger than the claimer of fame. Love is eternal because it is not built on performance. It does not fade when the cheers grow quiet. It does not vanish when the headlines change. True love remains even when strength weakens, even when youth fades, even when the world moves on. That is why the diamond ring speaks louder than fame ever could. It testifies to something lasting, something unshakable, something beyond the reach of time. The ring, in its shining brilliance, reflects a truth that every soul hungers to know. We are not defined by the opinions of the crowd, but by the love we give and receive. And when that man, admired by millions, chooses to give such a gift to one woman, he is showing us all that love is the highest victory of all. For what does it profit a man to win the applause of nations, yet lose the chance to love deeply? So the act of giving is not merely romantic, it is profound. It shows that beyond fame, beyond trophies, beyond glory, the heart still yearns for something eternal. Fame passes, riches fade, glory dims, but love abides forever. A diamond has always fascinated humanity. Its sparkle captures the eye, its strength defies time, and its rarity makes it one of the most sought after treasures on earth. But when we look beyond its surface beauty, we begin to see why it is so often chosen as a symbol of love. A diamond is not ordinary. It is not easily found. It is formed deep within the earth, under immense pressure, hidden away for countless years until it is finally discovered, refined, and polished to brilliance. And in this, the diamond mirrors the very nature of true love. Love, like the diamond, is rare. It is not something you stumble upon every day, nor is it easily found among fleeting connections or shallow moments. It requires depth, patience, and the willingness to search for something beyond the surface. For many, the world is full of relationships that shine briefly and fade quickly, but true love, lasting love, is as rare as the diamond itself. When a man presents such a jewel, he is not only giving something precious, but declaring, our love is rare, unique, and one of a kind among millions. I have found you. But rarity alone is not what makes the diamond powerful. It is its purity. When light touches a diamond, it breaks into countless colors, reflections, and patterns, yet the stone itself remains clear, flawless, and true. So it is with love at its highest form. It is not muddied by selfishness, not clouded by pride, not dimmed by dishonor. Pure love reflects light. It inspires, it uplifts, and it brings beauty into everything it touches. To give a diamond, then, is to say, the love I have for you is pure. It is not tainted by the world's noise, not dimmed by distractions, but clear and true, just as this stone reflects the light. And then there is its strength. Scientists tell us that the diamond is the hardest known natural substance. It cannot be easily broken, scratched, or destroyed. That is why it is used to cut through even the strongest materials. What a perfect reflection of love as it should be. Enduring, unbreakable, able to withstand the pressures of life. For true love is not fragile. It does not collapse under trials. It does not dissolve in the face of hardship. Instead, it endures. When storms come, when the world presses hard, when circumstances threaten to break it, real love stands unshaken. Consider how a diamond is formed from carbon, the same element found in something as simple as graphite, but transformed under pressure into the strongest and most brilliant of stones. Love, too, is formed under pressure. It grows stronger not when everything is easy, but when trials press in, when sacrifices are required, when patience is tested. Just as the diamond's beauty is birthed through difficulty, love shines brightest when it has endured the tests of life and still stands unbroken. When Cristiano Ronaldo placed a diamond ring upon the hand of his beloved, he was not simply offering her a piece of jewelry. He was choosing the one object on earth that most perfectly reflects the nature of love he desires to give: rare, pure, unbreakable, and enduring. He could have chosen gold, which shines but can be bent. He could have chosen silver, beautiful yet soft. But instead, he chose a diamond because only the diamond mirrors the permanence of love. A love that says, no matter what comes, I will not be moved. The brilliance of a diamond comes not from its size, but from the way it reflects the light. In the same way, love's brilliance is not measured in grand gestures alone, but in the way it reflects patience, kindness, and devotion. Even in the smallest moments, even in the simplest acts. True love reflects light in countless directions. Just as the diamond scatters its colors when touched by the sun. When the ring is given, it is more than ornament. It is a declaration. It speaks silently yet powerfully. Our love is rare, our love is pure, our love is strong, and our love will endure. It is a covenant placed not only on the finger, but etched into the heart. And long after the noise of the world has faded, long after the victories and glories have been written into history, that love, like the diamond, will remain shining, unbreakable, eternal. There are gifts that sparkle for a moment, that capture the eye, but fade with time. There are gestures that impress the crowd, but carry no weight beyond the moment. And then there are acts that go beyond all of that, acts that are not just about beauty, not just about wealth, but about meaning. When a man places a diamond ring on the hand of the woman he loves, it is not simply jewelry being offered. It is not just a token of affection. It is a silent vow, a testimony of the heart, a promise that says, I choose you above everything else. The world around us is loud. Fame is loud. Success is loud. People will always celebrate trophies, victories, and wealth. But when the noise fades, when the spotlight dims, there must be something deeper, something unshakable. That is why the giving of a ring carries a power words alone cannot hold. Words may be spoken and forgotten, but a vow written in action, sealed in a symbol that endures, becomes a testimony stronger than language. The ring becomes that testimony. It says without sound, in the middle of all I have achieved, it is you I hold closest. In the face of the entire world, I declare my devotion to you. This is the beauty of a vow. It is not dependent on feeling, on convenience, or on circumstance. Feelings rise and fall like the tide. Circumstances shift like sand, but a vow stands firm. It is rooted not in the moment, but in the will, not in passing emotions, but in the depth of a decision. To give a ring is to say, even when the lights go out, even when the crowds grow silent, even when life grows heavy, I will remain. I am bound not by the thrill of today, but by the covenant of tomorrow. When people look at the diamond, they often see wealth, beauty, luxury. But the one who gives it knows it carries far more weight. It is a reminder that the heart has chosen and that the choice is final. It is not given lightly, for such a gift speaks for years to come. Every time it catches the light, every time it glitters on her hand, it echoes the vow. You are mine and I am yours. Think of it. A man who has achieved everything the world could offer. Titles, honors, wealth, still feels the need to make this promise. Why? Because deep down, even the strongest, the most successful, the most admired, knows that love is the greatest achievement of all. Records can be broken, fame can fade, money can be lost, but a vow of love, faithfully kept, outlives them all. That is why this gesture carries so much weight. It is not the wealth of his pocket speaking, but the wealth of his heart. And what does it mean to choose? To choose one above all others is to shut the door to every other possibility. It is to say, of all the billions on this earth, it is you I desire, you I trust, you I will walk with. This is what the ring silently declares. It does not shout. It does not boast. It does not seek attention from the crowd. It rests quietly on her hand, shining softly yet speaking powerfully. I have been chosen. I have been set apart. I am the one. Such a vow is not for the moment alone. It stretches into the future. It looks at days not yet lived, trials not yet faced, victories not yet won, and still declares, I will be there. This is why the diamond, in all its permanence, is the perfect vessel for such a promise. It cannot be easily broken. It cannot be easily destroyed. It stands as a lasting symbol of a vow intended to endure. And so, the act of giving a diamond ring becomes more than romance. It becomes covenant. It becomes testimony. It becomes the visible seal of an invisible decision. That the heart has found its home, that the search is over, that the promise has been made. In this, the ring ceases to be a gift and becomes a vow, an eternal reminder that in a world full of choices, distractions, and noise, one heart chose one love and chose it above everything else.